It will be alright.
Hello Elementary, it's Wednesday, February 16th. Today I would like to talk to you about the response to my video on the Kindle. Now, a lot of people had a lot of really good thoughts, both pro, anti-Kindle, and neutral. The most common reason that people didn't want to buy a Kindle is because of the feel and smell of books, which I can understand, and it's a legitimate attachment that we have to books, but I would say that that would just be something that we'd have to pay more for in an obscure shop. Not to say that people wouldn't be willing to do that, but if the Kindle grows in popularity as I expect it to, it's just something that we're going to have to pay extra for if we want it. Next, there were a lot of people who were saying that they didn't want to read books off of a screen because they spend so much time in front of the computer. And if you've looked at a Kindle, it doesn't actually look like a computer screen. It looks like kind of a laminated paper, which is why I really like it, because it doesn't quite feel like you're reading off the screen, because I have the same qualms about reading off of a computer screen. It's not very easy to do for a very long time, and often I feel like my eyes are kind of being burned out of my skull. But that's not really a problem with the Kindle as I've experienced it. Not that I've really spent much time with one, I just know that my dad has one and I've messed around with it a little bit. There was a question about whether it would still be possible to own, loan, or contain the books in a library, but I feel like something would be figured out in that regard, such as the way that iTunes now has video rentals available. You just get a kind of e-library from your government that you could download Kindle books from for a limited period of time. There were a lot of people who said that the Kindle now makes reading cool and techy again, which is something that I really agree with, and a lot of people who've got Kindles say that they're reading more now just because it's so much more convenient, and you know, I can really get behind that. As much as I hate to see that bookstores are going out of business, there's a reason. It's easier to find the books that you want online than in a bookstore. There was also a comment or two saying that the Kindle isn't actually going to completely get rid of printed material, and I have to agree with that. I never actually said that it would replace printed material. I just think that it's, you know, an adequate tool to have for your own personal use when it comes to reading a novel or something. The fact of the matter is that we as a society still depend on printed word for lots of bits of information, but more and more we're going to get those in a digital fashion as well in pretty much every form of media. So I don't think that it's really weird to expect that that would translate into books. So, you know, buy the Kindle if you want to, don't buy the Kindle if you don't, love the Kindle if you love it, and don't love the Kindle if you don't love it. But thanks for participating in the conversation. I'm sure I missed something, so if you still want to continue the conversation, you can leave it in the comments. I can't promise that I'll get back to everybody just because I'm getting so many comments this month, but I'll do the best that I can. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
I'm not quite good at first impressions. I'm not so strong at first sight. But this is